Hello everybody, welcome in. Good morning. I'm here to talk to you today about the transit of Mars retrograde Cancer. Mars began retrograding through Cancer on the 6th of January. Now I'm going to get into a little bit of astrotarology, but then I will do a collective reading based on the energy of what do you need, which is one of the main questions that Cancer energy asks us, especially in retrograde. Because for me as an astrologer, retrograde means the energy turns inward and we start directing all of that towards ourselves. Now Cancer entered on the 6th of January, Mars re-entered Cancer on the 6th of January, retrograding back from Leo. So on October the 20th of 2024, near the first day of Libra season, Mars entered Cancer direct. Then on December 9th, it went all the way into Leo. Since December, it's been moving through Leo, but then it hit retrograde and started moving backwards into Cancer. Now, at the end of February, it's going to move direct in Cancer again. So until the end of June, basically, it's going to be in Cancer. So a planet that normally spends about 8 weeks in a sign is spending close to 8 months in the sign of Cancer, which is very exciting and practically unheard of. And like I said, one of the main questions that Cancer asks us is, what do we need and how do we feel? Cancer is the sign of the mother. It rules the 4th house of the zodiac. So it is about the house of the home, the house of the mother, the nurturer, comfort, all of that kind of stuff. But Cancer is also ruled by the moon. So we must never forget that, like the mother energy itself, there is a shadow side. There is a dark side to the moon. And that is why, for instance, in the major arcana for Cancer, it is the Chariot card. And you'll notice with the Chariot card, there's often, always, a dark horse or sphinx or something, and a light one. And they're kind of looking in different directions. Because the whole thing about the Cancerian emotional process is unless you integrate everything, even those deep down hidden things, then the Chariot, which represents your life, cannot move in the direction of success. And ultimately, of course, that's what we want. So it's about getting into alignment with all parts of your emotional self. And that dark shadowy side of Cancer energy, the dark side of the moon, asks us what don't we see that unconsciously, emotionally motivates us to try to get what we need. You can't get into a singular direction if the two sides of your emotional self are pulling, right? That's why the Chariot is often holding still in the deck of cards. Anyway, as we move through all of this Cancerian energy, we're moving towards a full moon, Cancer's ruler, on the 15th of January. When that happens, we also have Neptune, Saturn, and Venus in Pisces, which creates a very watery landscape indeed. We have Mars and the moon in water, and then Neptune, Saturn, and Venus. So very, very deep emotional energy. And once again, the question becomes searching our heart for what do we actually need? What do we want and how do we feel? Because in June, the Mars is going to move direct and it's going to hit Leo. And Leo is a fire sign. It's all about taking action on your passion. So before we get to that point in time, we definitely want to be reconciled with all sides of our emotional needs. Again, because it's what nurtures you fully. And the mother energy, the Cancer energy, asks you, what do you truly long for? So that's what I'm going to ask you today. This is a general reading. It's for anybody, any sign. You'll know if it resonates with you. That said, because it is general, not everything I say will resonate exactly the way that I say it. So take what does and leave what doesn't, as always. I will be going much deeper into the energy of Cancer when we have that full moon coming up. A full moon in Cancer is just about as emotionally powerful as it can get. All right, let's jump into the reading. You guys, my voice is still warming up. As you can see, the sun isn't fully up as much as it will become. All right, with the wisdom of the oracle, let's see your overall energy. Remember, if anybody else appears in the spread, it can always be vice versa. Okay, what do we have? What's going on for you? We have regeneration, coming back to life. Well, that's been a pretty big energy right now. And this tree always, of course, reminds me of the winter time. There's no growth on it. It's like it shed everything that used to be, and it's time to begin again. During the winter, of course, we're in Capricorn season as I record this. It is a time of regeneration. It's a time of planting deliberate seeds for what we want to see yield come springtime, come Aries, which is the start of the new year. So you've got some regeneration going on. And now we have the Gemini energy of flexible. So it's asking us to remain open-minded as we explore what we want to grow going forward, to be curious about all the ways we could do things differently. Okay? It's about having an open, curious mind. Let's get you some astrology. This could be astrological energy in your chart, in somebody around you, or just overall influencing the situation. Again, sorry about my voice, you guys. Not only is it super early, but I've been doing tons of readings, so it's a little rough. I apologize. It will warm up. What else do we have? Okay, that's enough, except let's see what fell here. We have Mercury, which is interesting because that's Gemini's ruler, and Mercury is about communications, messages coming in. You could be wanting to communicate to somebody here. I'm going to put that back in because it fell kind of funny, but let's see what we've got. We've got the transits. Well, of course, we are dealing with a transit here with Mars retrograding through Cancer, among other transits happening, of course. But as the stars and constellations move, so does the climate down here that we operate under. Sets the energy. Okay? So during this transit, it's a time of regeneration. Interesting. We have the South Node. On the 11th of January, the North and South Node switch signs out of Aries and Libra and into Virgo and Pisces, with the South Node moving into Virgo. Virgo has a lot to do with structures and what's good for us and our day-to-day habits. Whatever you're moving into here, it may ask you to be a lot more flexible with your routines and your habits. The South Node is our comfort zone as well, so could be a switching in your comfort zone. Yeah, we have the debilitated or discomfort energy. So again, something here is going to be asking you to step outside your comfort zone. We have the symbiosis. When two signs come together symbiotically, of course, they make each other harmonize better. It just works better together. Okay? But there's a discomfort energy around this. Oh, interesting. And then we have dignified. We have debilitated and dignified with symbiosis between the two. So it's like coming together with another person here in some way. It could help you with whatever this discomfort you're dealing with, having to do with leaving your comfort zone of the South Node. I'm still finding my words. It's only so early. Let's jump into the reading with the Good Tarot. What are you thinking about right now? What's on your mind? What's going on? Beautiful. Gemini and Virgo energy with the Magician. Regeneration. The Magician works with all four aces, which is all about new beginnings and what you can create. You're the Magician, and these are the tools at your disposal. So all four aces create the full picture of what you want to see come next for your life. And it's asking you once again to be very flexible about what you see. It's not about your comfort zone at this point in time. It's about creating the new. The Magician also suggests new beginnings. It's only number one in the Major Arcana, coming right after the Fool. So right at the beginning, regeneration. Okay, let me see your heart. How you feeling? Interesting. We have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. Pisces just took over the North Node, which is our destined path, which is our future. And it's a mutable sign, just like Gemini. And it asks us to be very flexible in our perceptions and how we think. In the feelings, in the place of feelings, it's like a perspective shift. There's a whole new world unfolding, and you have all of these aces to begin with. So there is definitely a holding back, but it's also telling you to operate from a place that you've never been in before. It's like where everything you thought was a certain way has been flipped on its head, including perhaps what you thought would call to your heart. That's interesting. All right. Let me see what actions you want to take. We have the King of Swords. That's why it's uncomfortable for you, Aquarius energy, which is interesting. We're heading towards Aquarius season, and I'm finding the energy of Aquarius very, very strong already. We do have Pluto there. Pluto just shifted into Aquarius after being in Capricorn for 16 years. Aquarius energy and the King of Swords is all about what makes sense, what you can see, what you can know for sure, the facts, the figures, just the facts, ma'am. That's what I always say about this King of Swords. But when we have the Hanged Man in the heart, it's like you're not going to be able to see. You're not going to be able to make a decision on things based on criteria that you already have, right? That's what I'm trying to say. This is requiring a flip in the perspective. It's like suddenly you can see things from upside down when you couldn't before. The King of Swords takes actions based on facts, and that's why we have the debilitated energy, because your heart is pulling you somewhere that doesn't fully make sense to you. And that's probably where the debilitated energy is coming from. Let me see the energy surrounding you. I just saw the Queen of Fire. She didn't jump out, but she flashed. And as I always say, the Queen of Fire is Aries, Leo, Sag, opposite to the King of Swords. Very passionate, very, not risk-taking, but daring, bold, confident. Okay? Let me see the energy surrounding you. The Ten of Pentacles. Wow, Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We are in Capricorn season. Cancer and Capricorn are opposite signs. The Ten of Pentacles is commitment. It's a legacy. It's a permanent structure. It can be about a home, a marriage, a family, but I actually think it's about what you're creating for your life, which is ultimate stability. Now, as I always say, you can get to the 9s in tarot by yourself, but you cannot get to the 10s. That requires somebody else. And this is coming in with the symbiosis. Could be that Queen of Wands who suddenly flashed out is who you see being able to create this legacy with. Could be a partnership. All right. So what's challenging you? What's the challenge? The World, and then we have the King of Wands. Well, isn't that interesting? As I always say, the King of Wands and the King of Swords are opposite, fire and air. The King of Wands acts based on his passion. Look at his heart chakra all lit up. That's what's informing his crown. That's what's informing his actions. He's magnetic, he's powerful, he's passionate, and he takes action. And that's showing up in the challenge with the World. Now, the World could indicate the completion of a cycle because we have a new beginning here. We don't see the Fool yet, but we see the Magician who comes right after the Fool. And that's kind of interesting to me because the King of Swords here, it's almost like he wants to skip over the Fool energy, the taking of the risk, and move right into the knowledge of what he's got to do. The World can be, like I said, the completion of a cycle, but I think it's a whole new world too, unfolding. One that's going to require you to see things a whole other way, like the King of Wands. So it could be a side of you that's firing up and becoming a lot more passionate, a lot more creative, and that could be making you uncomfortable. So what do you need? What do you need? What would make you feel more comfortable? What do you need? Collaboration. The Three of Pentacles, that it's also a very flexible energy because when you're working with other people, of course, your ideas and what you're creating has to become open to other people's ideas, to other people's input. It's like getting on the same page to create the same picture. This can be about friendships. It can be about finding the right group of community to work with, the right community. Interesting. So you want to move towards this Ten of Pentacles. That's what's possible for you, but you require somebody else. And that's probably making you uncomfortable in that King of Swords energy. Let's see a potential outcome. I'll take these two. Well, that's interesting. We have the Six of Swords. That's the King of Swords territory. The Six of Swords is about wanting to move away from internal conflict. Can be that currently with that Five of Swords, no wonder you feel uncomfortable. Swords are all about our thoughts and our mind and our ideas, our communications. We're dealing with retrograde energy, so it could be turning inward. You could be trying to tell yourself stories that aren't true, pointing words towards you that are hurtful or self-defeating for sure. And here we have you wanting to move away from that. And towards this Ten of Pentacles, getting out of your own way, getting your mind out of the way. And then we have the Two of Swords, more air energy, interesting. So much air coming through. Two of Swords is about the need to make a decision when you don't have enough clarity to make a decision based on facts, based on what you know. It requires you following your intuition. Generally speaking, there's somebody depicted with the Two Swords crossed over the heart chakra. It's self-protective. The reason the King of Swords doesn't want to take a leap of faith is because he might get hurt. And then he'd feel like a fool. And that's why the Fool is missing. What did come out? Oh, okay, well, we're going to take it anyway because the Knight of Wands, fire energy, that's the first. Remember we saw the King? This is the first step in engaging that King of Wands energy. It's curious, it's optimistic and playful and exploratory, adventurous, and it's based on passion. What is stoking up your heart? You have the magic to create it. You're the one in the energy of the Magician. Strong Aquarius coming through. Oh, I see. Okay, I was just going to put that card on the bottom of the deck because it didn't officially fall out. And then I see the Lovers. Gemini's major arcana. Right now we have Jupiter in Gemini, and Jupiter is all about expansion and what comes next and where our luck is growing. The Lovers is a very, very deep heart connection. It usually asks us to make a choice, whether that's between two sides of ourselves. Always it is. This is the twins. It's within us. The two sides of ourselves that are being pulled at. It can be the past and the future, two different roads we could take, two different people who represent very intrinsic parts of our own heart. Nevertheless, when we encounter Lovers connections, they wake our heart up to a part of us we haven't seen before, or if we have, it's been a very long time. Seeing yourself differently. It's like you're looking into your heart and being like, really? That's what's in there? Something like that. Okay. Let's move to the Lune de Luniverse. We are going to clarify. It's going to be an allergy-ish day. Why is the Magician here on your mind? Look at that. It's the Four of Swords. We have the Six of Swords in the outcome. The Four of Swords is a time of rest and recovery. We have regeneration after a period of heartbreaking cycles. Remember once again that swords are our mind. So these are things that you've learned through engaging your heart. And it's coming in here with the Magician. So it's like after a time of integration, this is what you've learned about your heart, about your patterns from the past. And with the Magician, it's like now you know you can create new beginnings because you have the knowledge, you have the awareness. Four of Swords is a time of mental integration. It's like where you take a rest and you go inward, again, Mars in Cancer, to ask yourself, what do you actually need? Because the things you've had in the past led to heartbreak. So before you go manifesting your new beginning, we have a full moon in Cancer coming up, don't forget. It's very important to understand that about your own heart. So you're examining your heart with this new awareness. Can I see the Four of Swords? Yeah. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm going to take them all. I know it's a lot of cards. We get the Ace of Wands. Never as a reader do I get the Ace of Wands or the Lovers without the other one coming up. Because this is the spark that starts it all. This is the wand that Knight of Wands we saw is carrying. It's an epiphany, it's a heart chakra awakening, it's passion coming to the surface. Again, in a way that maybe you haven't seen in a long time. We saw that Queen of Wands. That could be who's responsible for waking up your heart, the inspiration, waking up the King of Wands inside of you. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is air energy. We had the 6 and the 2, right? That's the Eight of Swords. It's self-limiting beliefs. It's like not wanting to see outside of your own perspective. It's kind of a mind trap of your own making. And this Ace of Wands is what created that for you. You're like, wait a minute. What is this that's coming alive inside of me? Well, what it is the Lovers, which we see again in the second deck. Now, everything I said about the Lovers holds true, and that's why the Eight of Swords, Ace of Wands is here. Whoever it is or whatever the situation is, it woke your heart up. That's what's going on. And the mind, the Eight of Swords, you can't fully understand why, how, what it means, and what you can do to create from that energy now. But you're once again in the Magician. It's up to you. Let me see the Hanged Man in the heart. This is how you feel. Your heart's changing perspective. Well, how interesting. We should see the Chariot, Cancer's major arcana. The Chariot is about movement forward. It's about action, victory. But remember what I said about getting into alignment with all sides of your emotional self. Otherwise, the Chariot can't move. The Emperor is who drives the Chariot, and that's about having full dominion over yourself and your self-awareness. The heart wants to move. The Chariot is the fastest moving card in the deck. But we have the Hanged Man here because you're not quite manifesting that new beginning yet. You're still kind of reconciling with this other part of you. Let me see the Chariot. It's yours for the taking, though. The Page of Pentacles, there's the new idea. This could be a message that you want to send out. Pages are messages, and pentacles are physical, practical, things we can touch, feel, see, and create. So consider it like a seed that you can plant. It's the beginning of that 10 of Pentacles. And you already know who or what represents that possibility for you. And that's what you want to move towards, this new idea, this new beginning. Possibly sending a message. But we still have the Hanged Man. Really taking a look at your own heart. Actions with the King of Swords and debilitated energy here. Let me see what actions you want to take with this King of Swords. King of Swords is a communicator. He's a truth teller. We have the Devil, Capricorn's major arcana. Isn't that interesting, you guys? Look. The Devil and the Chariot, Cancer and Capricorn in opposition. The Devil is Saturn energy. It represents the things that hold us back, the lessons that we have to learn. And we have you learning difficult lessons about heartbreak from the past at the hands of Saturn here. Saturn wants us to learn the lessons so that we can achieve our own personal excellence, the 10 of Pentacles. People think Saturn is a malefic planet, but I disagree. I think it's benefic. Because for your own good, you want to know these things so that what you create moving forward brings symbiosis. We have the symbiosis energy. But the Devil can represent fear, self-doubt, addictions, repeating cycles. It can represent the voice inside of ourself that says, you already know, don't you? Interesting. Now, I've often pointed out to you guys that the Devil and the Lovers is one of my favorite combos in the major arcana. The Devil is number 15. If you reduce it 1 and 5, you get number 6, which is the Lovers card. It's the same energy. So usually when we represent a Lovers type connection, which is basically love in the flesh, it can bring out the Devil. It can bring out the fear, the self-doubt, the concern, the obsession. Flip those around. Okay. Let me see what the Devil represents for you. Debilitated, right? It's uncomfortable. The Devil's also a card about being able to be in control. With the Lovers, it's not in control. That's why the Ace of Wands is there. Let me see the Devil. Okay. Okay. We have the Eight of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Eight of Cups is my emotional pilgrimage card. It's all about having the courage, right? Courage, or a number 8, to walk away from things that didn't reach full emotional fulfillment. It's not easy to walk away from 8 of Cups. That's not bad. But you do so on the faith that you'll get those other 2 cups that'll lead you to the 10. And there is a fear with the Devil of walking away from your comfort zone, right? Your comfort zone could be slight dissatisfaction, because in the 8 of Cups, it's not your full heart in it. Once your full heart is in it, there's a sense of losing control. And the King of Swords and the Devil don't really like that. Can I say the 8 of Cups? A fear of walking away from what's familiar to you. Can I see the 8 of Cups in your actions? The 9 of Pentacles, interesting. The 9 to the 10 of Pentacles. This could be you walking away from where you're in control. The 9 of Pentacles is a single energy. Remember what I said about the 10? And you need another person. We have that 3 of Pentacles in what do you need? That's collaboration. But where you're uncomfortable is walking away from autonomy, walking away from singleness, from being the one who's fully in control of everything, to enter into a partnership. And there's a fear for you around that. 10 of Pentacles is a big commitment. It's lasting. Let's take one more look, and then we'll move to the 9 of Pentacles. One more look here at the 9 of Pentacles. See, that page in your heart is holding the possibility of the 10th Pentacle. The 4 of Wands, okay. The 4 of Wands is fire energy, and it's the achievement of a wish, of a dream. This can be about moving in with somebody. It can be about creating a new business. We saw the King of Wands hiding out there. King and Queen of Wands are entrepreneurs. I'm getting very strong power couple energy. But again, this is the achievement of a wish. The 3 of Wands is wish casting. This is where you get what you wanted. So this is about it's also a number 4, so it's stability. All right, 10 of Pentacles, it doesn't get more stable than that. In the energy surrounding you with the symbiosis is the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands, more fire energy. The 10 of Wands is the completion of a long and difficult path you've been walking. You've been walking it on your own, carving it out passionately, because Wands are fire, so it hasn't been easy. It's been a lot of effort, a lot of burden for you to get to where you've gotten to. And there's one more step, that Page of Pentacles, till you achieve what you want. We go from the 10 of Wands to the Ace, the completion to the new beginning, a new passion, something that's really going to take you over the top in terms of your own life, your own achievements. Let me see the 10 of Wands. Okay. 7 of Swords, air energy. There's that King of Swords again. So, the 7 of Swords, once again, can be stories that we tell ourselves that aren't true. It's internal dialogue meant to dissuade us from taking any kind of a risk. Also, the 7 of Swords is about hidden strategy, though. And we have that attached here to the 10 of Wands. I think it's your own thoughts that are burdening you. It could be that you're worried that this entering into a connection or a commitment is going to create some kind of burden for you. 3 of Swords in the past, maybe it always has before. That could be part of your story. Let me see the 7 of Swords. Oh my gosh. It's the 10 of Cups. No way. That's what I was just saying about the 8 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is my everything card. It's whatever fills cups for you. Cups are all about what we don't see. It's our internal emotional landscape. It's our heart, it's our intuition, it's emotions, it's creativity. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. You really can't get any better than that. But this is your plan, right? It's coming in with the 7 of Swords and a strategy. King of Swords is a strategist. And you're walking away with this 10 of Cups on your mind. I'll go deeper into what you're walking away from. Whatever it is, it's associated here with the Devil. Okay. Let me see the world in the challenge. What's the world? We have 3 10s out here. Mathematically, we also have the 10 of Swords, which is the end of a long and difficult cycle of learning. Okay, challenge with the world. The 5 of Wands, interesting. The 5 of Wands is an internal battle. It's coming up against yourself. It's the same old song and dance. This is about you putting a close to internal, like a crossroads in your own passions. It could be people around you as well. There could be a lot of competition for what you want to create for the person you're heading towards. I mean, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, of course there would be. Can be you standing in your own way too, though. Let me see the 5 of Wands. It's the Knight of Wands, yeah. Could be what's stopping you from going for it. We see the Knight of Wands in the outcome, though. Remember, it already came out. I put it back on the bottom of the Good Tarot, but we did see it. And here it is in the challenges. And that, again, is just going for it. Grabbing the possibility with that Ace of Wands and taking optimistic action on it. Okay? Getting in the fight, so to speak. If the 5 of Wands means there's competition for the person or situation you're headed for, then this is you being like, I already achieved it, it's mine, and going for it. Why do you need the 3 of Earth? What's the 3 of Pentacles about? We do have the symbiosis here. The 3 of Pentacles, please. What do you need? We have the Moon, Cancer's ruler. We have the full moon coming up on the 15th. There was a new moon in Capricorn when? Right at the end of December, which is amazing. But anyway, the moon is about wish casting. It's about what we don't see. It's about what's hidden. And we have the 7 of Swords. So you could be keeping a strategy to yourself here as you move towards some kind of goal or collaboration or person, or all 3. Okay. Oh, did we have one? Oh, we did. We had the 5 of Cups come out. Interesting. The 5 of Cups is memories of heartbreak from the past too, in a way. It's sadness, it's longing, it's looking at all the possibilities that have been spelled out. What is interesting is that normally in the 5 of Cups, like in the original Rider-Waite version and many other depictions, there is a hooded character who's looking at 3 cups that have been spilled over, and all of what was in it is being absorbed into the earth. It's gone. All the possibilities, all the joy, all the potential. But behind the back of that character, where they're not looking, is 2 cups still standing. 2 of Cups, 8 of Cups is in search of that. The 5 of Cups is you longing for that. Interesting. So you need to answer to the longing. That's what you need. You can feel it in your heart. That's why it's causing you the discomfort. 5 of Cups can be about letting go of whatever caused you that heartbreak before. Yeah. The 9 of Cups, amazing, amazing. Because we have the 9 of Pentacles to the 10. We have the 9 of Cups to the 10. What did I say about 9s? You need another person. And then we have the Knight of Cups, who holds that final cup. And this is the offer that you want to make to somebody about collaborating. It's emotional. It could be a confession. It could be an apology. We do have sadness and longing here of some kind. But what you need is to let your heart be known. And here at the end with the Six of Swords, Two of Swords, you're trying to decide here whether or not you want to move out of that place of internal conflict. You're being very self-protective, using the mind to protect the heart, which is common. It's what we do. Yeah. Remember we saw the Knight of Wands? We have the Knight of Swords here. Knight of Swords is a communicator. It could be messages that you want to send out. Swords are technology and words. It could be text messages, communication over the internet. I always sound old when I say that. DMs, whatever the thing, but messages. Very fast and to the point because you're nervous. That's why. Look, come on, could I make this up? Heck no. We have the Two of Cups. And this is you letting your heart be known. And there is the partnership. Venus in Cancer energy. It is my I see you and you see me, heart to heart, eye to eye. And it's the completion of that Eight of Cups. It's what you're going for, and here you go. I know it makes you uncomfortable. Page of Pentacles. What's in your heart? You have that page in your heart. And this is the seed. Wow. My heart. My goodness. Page of Pentacles. Okay. What do we have here? Interesting. We have the King of Cups. Scorpio energy. This is the king of bottomless emotion. And as I always say about the King of Cups, one of the reasons why he can be read as remote emotionally is because the depths of his heart are so deep that once traversed, it can be very difficult to get out again. That's why you're trying to be so smart, because you understand that once you get to that place within your own heart, there is a depth to it that is very, very difficult to free yourself from. It's love, and it's true love. Interesting. Let's have one more. So this is you speaking what's in your heart with that King of Cups. Then I see the Magician. So you deciding to manifest, to use your power to manifest that new beginning. What do we have here? The Nine of Wands. Interesting, because we have the Ten of Wands there. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. It's my one more step to completion. Remember we saw the Ace? That's what completes this. It's been a long, hard fight. And also Nine of Wands and King of Cups is self-defensive. One more. Yeah. It's the Hierophant. Taurus is major arcana. The Hierophant is marriage. It's commitment. It can be signing of contracts, but it's moving something into a very formal place. There could be like a contract or a commitment that you want to make. On the bottom, I see the Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. We saw the King and Queen of Wands, and we have the King and Queen of Cups. As I always say about these two, the King and Queen of Cups, they don't even need to communicate. It happens in the 5D. Their heart speaks to each other. That's why the Two of Cups, that's who makes that. And with the King and Queen of Wands, we have passion, which is the Devil energy. King and Queen of Cups, we have the Lovers. Like I said, it lives in the heart. And it creates that dissonance. Like I always say, there's free will. We can always walk away and make a different choice, but we can't demand that our heart does. So whatever choice you make at this point, you're going to carry with it the awareness of what your heart truly knows. That's why the Devil's there. It's kind of, it can feel a little bit like a prison of your own making. Interesting. Six of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. So that's who you want to make the offer to. Beautiful. Okay. Let's move to the blue deck. And we'll ask a question or two of this Hierophant Queen of Cups in a minute. Anything else for whoever needs this message? Is there anything else they need to know? For whoever needs this message. Yin Yang. No way. That's the completion of the energy. King and Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Wands. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. You need another person. You need that balance, that symbiosis. And that's pretty interesting to me. King of Swords is presiding over this reading, and we did not see the Queen of Swords. The world, for the third time. The world can be about the whole new world being created. Regeneration. And then we have happy family. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Somebody you want to commit yourself to. Let's have another one. The first chakra, Archangel Michael, that's passion. And as I said, as we move towards when Mars hits Leo again in June, I think, that's when taking passionate action is going to happen. Okay, one more. Financial constraints. That could be part of the problem here for you. We do have you building towards stability. Could be that what you're imagining requires a little bit more money. Maybe this Queen of Cups could be at a distance. Yeah, woman holding a heart. That's literally the Queen of Cups. One more. But yin and yang, it's like if you work together, you can create the picture. Envy. Now, with the King and Queen of Wands and the King and Queen, a lot of people could be envious of this situation. That could be part of the factor too. King and Queen of Wands often bring out envy in people. But also, there is a lot of beautiful energy building here. So the Seven of Swords could be you trying to keep it on the down low so that people don't get in the way. We saw the Five of Wands, right? That's representing fear of competition. There could be people who are jealous of what you're about to achieve. I hate getting those messages because I just don't like to believe that about human nature. But some say it's true, so whatever. Okay, and then we have the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. That's the throat chakra. That's communication. And that's what we have at the end. You saying what you want, how you feel, and the vision for what you want to create. I see storm warning, I couldn't avoid it. That's Aquarius energy. Always brings to mind the Tower. Let me grab the pulp for 1 second. Let me see this Queen of Cups. Hierophant. What will this Queen of Cups say? Let's see if we can get their energy a little bit. What will this Queen of Cups say when you communicate? Okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups, more water energy. The Seven of Cups is the dream. And now when you come forward to make this offer or confession or whatever it is that you want to do, this Queen of Cups could be saying, I have the same vision. I have the same dream. We also, along with that, get the Seven of Wands. So we saw the card about envy. In this particular Seven of Wands, you can see there's a man up there on the hill. There is a woman holding onto his leg, like reinforcing his stance as they fight off anything that tries to get in the way of where they want to go. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Queen of Cups has it too. And then that's the fight worth fighting for. The Star, Aquarius is major arcana. The Wish, beautiful. Let's get one more. They wish for you. King of Pentacles and Two of Wands. We get the final king. We had the King of Swords, Cups. We saw the King of Wands. Now the King of Pentacles. That all four kings is the Emperor. And that's who drives the chariot. The King of Pentacles is Mr. Commitment, Mr. Invested, and who can build the 10. And then we have the Two of Wands, the choice point, the path that's unrolling before you. Both of you have the Ace. There's two Ace of Wands here, creating the path for yourselves. You have the power to do it. And in collaboration with a partner, so much more so. Wow. Look at how he's dressed up like an explorer. And I said that about the Knight of Wands too. Let's get you some we'll do talisman. Consider these to be like power words you can take away from the reading with you if they apply. Of course, much like the whole reading. Success. There's the star. Interesting. They have the same wish as you. Eternal charisma. Apparently, all last year, for the last part of this year, I could not get away from this card. Apparently, it continues on. Eternal charisma is the flame that never dies. And we have the lovers. We have it twice. We have the Two of Cups. There could very much so be a past life type energy involved in this connection. Certainly, we have Luna. We have the moon. Interesting. Let's do another one. This is a beautiful reading. Change, Aquarius energy. And we have change happening right here. And then, knowledge, the King of Swords. Wow. On the bottom, we have financial security. Isn't that interesting? Because we had financial constraints. And then we see the Ten of Pentacles and success. This union, remember I got power couple vibes? This union has that potential in a big way. How about we do a moon card? Because we are dealing with strong Cancer energy. Cancer is ruled by the moon. We have the full moon coming up. I'll be doing a video on that, of course. That will have quite a lengthy astrotarology intro because, okay. New moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive, very important, because we had you in Eight of Swords back there, self-limiting beliefs. Full moon in Libra, find balance, okay? Balance, yin and yang. And also the Four of Swords though. That could have been you finding balance. Yeah, full moon in Pisces, forgive. That's about forgiveness of your past. Remember we saw the Five of Cups? That was appearing in the challenge. So the regrets from the past are what's standing in your way. Let's do one more. You know what, you guys? I'm going to get a romance angel too. Just one more. Because there is definitely love here. Last quarter moon in Cancer. That is exactly where we are. As we move towards that full moon, take a breather. Four of Swords. That's what you're doing. Regeneration, right? Amazing. Okay, let's get a romance angel. Two romance angels. Heart-to-heart conversations. The Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, and the throat chakra. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Wow. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. The Devil and the Lovers card. It's an incredibly deep bond. But there needs to be more communication. Let's get one more. That's been a theme through this whole reading. Then we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. That's why the positive thinking is required. You have the magic to make this happen. It all depends on your own mindset, though, with that Eight of Swords. Okay. On the bottom, I see engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Beautiful. All right, my friends, let's close it off with a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. These can come out as advice, which is not really what I love to do, especially since I don't know you, especially if I'm dealing with the King of Swords. But take it under advisement as you will. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. Three of Swords to Four of Swords. Wow. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. I don't know what the heartbreak was for you. It's going to be different for everyone. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Amazing. What's on the bottom? Imagine, oh, come on. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and new possibilities. Not probabilities, possibilities. I love that, you guys. All right. I hope this reading resonated in some way. I hope it helped. Remember, just take what does and leave behind what doesn't. I'll see you very soon, my friends. Namaste.